Hey folks, Bocephus here. Welcome to the channel. Welcome back. So, continuing on where we left off from yesterday, we just landed on Earth. We're in Florida on beachfront property. But yeah, something to do. I mean, I'm enjoying playing it, but something to do before Stellar Blade in a few hours. Still haven't decided if I am
Perhaps
going
an
to.
elevator will allow us to access what lies beneath all this dust.
Haven't decided if I'm going to do live stream Stellar Blade or make the first episode recorded in 4K or do both. I end up doing both, and that way my that way my first episode can be edited for time as well as in 4K. And I got some on there from PlayStation when I was doing a PlayStation, but the video quality isn't all that great filming on a PlayStation.
To think that towers like this were once absolutely essential to ensuring our survival. And now here they are, buried and forgotten.
Correct. Huh. Pardon me while I take a little screenshot here. Uh, Huh. Just be about doing stuff when you're trying to remember how to get in there. Got white mojo wolf. Yeah, Florida beachfront property right there. Just trying to get a couple of good screenshots, but we may come back to that later. Ah, stairs up. Gotta go ahead and stream a little while before Stellar Blade is available to play this evening. I'm still debating on if I'm going to do just recorded episodes of Stellar Blade because it'll look fantastic in 4K. Stream it or do both. Record my streams and then edit the recordings later and have the streams up in 4K edited after I stream them live. I'm sort of taking my time to go through this because I've rushed through this every time I've been through it. There's no telling what I've missed. And I'm in no big hurry. I know there's some interesting things in here, some nods to, history and stuff, but I've always just rushed through this part to get to the end of the story. Yeah, I got it on PS5. I got an unopened physical copy. I bought the digital deluxe, and I went through and bought the complete edition on Steam. I kind of suck at Souls-like games, but I like that one. I don't find
We
it
can never
as
know
easy
whether
as
lives were
some
lost
people.
because this ship never launched,
Some people
but it
do.
was built for a reason.
Generally, games like Starfield fall out of that type of games, but ones I enjoy the most, not Souls-like. I like Stellar Blade. I like to branch out sometimes. Yeah, I have Nier too, but I've never finished it. I play it off and on when I'm in the mood. I like Nier, but I don't know. A thing that kind of turns me off about Nier is, the ruins and stuff. They're pretty, I don't know, lackluster. I like it, but I just think the exploration in the buildings and stuff, there's nothing there. They're all empty shells. But, I mean, that's just the way they designed it. And I don't like in some areas where it turns into a side scroller. I don't like side scrollers. I haven't even back in the day.
This work would not have been done if the ship had not meant to launch. A shame.
Toward 195. Well, I tell you what, if they did make this game where you could get, extract crafting materials out of everything, like Fallout, I'd be overweight all the damn time. All the time.
It seems the only thing lacking is power. With it, this elevator should still function.
Oh, gosh, she's as bad as her. I mean, they point out the obvious. I got a power thing on me, but I think you need a couple extra when you get down there. Oop. Ooh, I almost fell down the hole. Wait a minute. I put the power in. Get in here and I don't think there's any out there yet for that. Well, at least I hadn't seen any.
Whoever once used this room probably never could have imagined all that has happened since it was built.
You know, and the funny thing is, this was supposed to be like 200 years in the past, but all this stuff kind of looks current. You got our old telephones in there, but all of this stuff looks almost like current technology. It's like they didn't advance a whole lot in the 200 years since they left Earth. I guess whatever works. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Station log. Dr. Judith Tatien. The recent delivery from Mars is on station log. Dr. Judith Tatien.
Oops.
Station log. Dr. Judith Tatien. The recent delivery from Mars is unsettling. I was expecting rock samples or maybe fossils of microbial life. Instead, Dr. Victor Isa comes with 2 members of the military. Everything they've brought back is under wraps. What could a theoretical physicist need with a sample from Mars? Station log. Dr. Judith Tatien. I've been trying to cozy up to Dr. Isa, Victor, to see what is going on. His team has completely commandeered one of the labs with those 2 military handlers, checking who comes in and out. I joked that maybe he found a little gray man and was doing an autopsy, and he grew very pale. 2 days later, he sends me a request asking for more information on my background in material science, metallurgical engineering. Oh, we have a meeting tomorrow. I think I'm being invited into the lab. Station log. Dr. Judith Tatien. I have never been so nervous since I defended my dissertation. 4 hours talking to Victor and his team about theoretical metals, atomic bonding, even a half-hour divergence into magnetism that I'm pretty sure was to throw me off the trail of what we were actually talking about. Then, I got to see the lab. I don't know how much I should say, but the periodic table just got thrown out the window.
It would seem there is more here to explore. Shall we? NASA was very proud of all that it accomplished. I suppose they had a right to be.
You know, you can get this suit here, but I usually just leave it because it's nothing real special. Any worth carrying the cell.
I just don't understand where these calculations came from.
There's something wrong with the math? I think it's quite straightforward.
That's not what I'm asking. We've had no success extracting even a sample of material from the object. No explanation for the gravitational effects. No motion graph to explain its harmonic frequencies. I can't even establish a melting point.
Judith.
But you've had me building these prototype colliders for months. And now you want me to pump helium-3 into it based on this equation you've written on a goddamn napkin?
I just need you to trust me.
I have been trusting you. We keep slamming our heads against a brick wall, getting nothing. And you keep coming up with something new to try. Like, you know what's going to happen. Where are you getting your information, Victor?
I'm sorry, Judith. Look, not here, okay? Somewhere off base. I'll tell you everything. But I'm not lying, okay? We're going to discover something important here. I promise.
Looks like early testing for planetary habitats. The looks on their faces if we could show them all that we have learned. Facility covered quite a range of disciplines, but time has not been kind to it.
But I haven't traveled with her much. And my Bocephus, it was always Sarah Morgan. With her, it was Sam until he was killed. So, Sam and Sarah. You know, I was watching The Expanse last night, too, on Amazon Prime. And I swear, I don't know if you followed or not, but I think one of the actors in there was the same dude that did Sam Coe. Because the voice sure does sound like him. Can't think of the character's name right now, but he was some kind of corporate spy. The guy sounds just like Sam Coe. The Expanse. I started watching. I remember watching it a while back, watching a few episodes. I just forgot about it. And that new game that got the game trailer got dropped, Expanse Osiris or whatever it is. I was like, oh yeah, I've been meaning to watch that. So I started watching. I was watching a bunch of the episodes last night. Yeah, after the Unity, they don't die anymore. I think you can save them. Oh, she can't unlock that. Let's try and put the. Do I have any points to spend? I can't remember. Oop. Nope, not yet. I remember with Bocephus when Sarah died. I was like, you know what? I did all that. They were married and stuff. It was like, what the hell? Poor Bocephus, but then he went through the Unity, and there she was again.
Trying to take a little too much on. Literally.
Am I overweight? I might be. Ugh. I just put up. Where those? Thought I just put 2 of them up. Got a bunch of that stuff to sell. Alright, I'm not overweight anymore. This is the most I've run around with Andreja. We do Shattered Space, I'll do it with Andreja, but from my understanding, I think they went kind of cheesy on it because all the other companions had just about all the same lines as Andreja does, and Andreja's from there. She doesn't really say a whole lot different, maybe a couple little different lines, but the rest of it, they say the same. She says the same thing as the other companions. Same things. Unlock that one, alright. Oh, excuse me. Yep. Not enough skill to open that one. At least they made these computers look kind of retro. Instead of like current modern day computer consoles in the game. I don't think that would work much. But I don't remember what kind of encounters are up here. I think some robots. Plus I hadn't saved it in a while.
Warning. My sensors are picking up suspicious activity.
The spoils of victory. Hopefully they amount to something.
Usually at this point in the game, I've already maxed that out, but I was prioritizing other things. All these cables. Oh, I think that was just to deactivate the turrets, but so I think I've decided what I'm going to do for Stellar Blade is that I am going to do it live and record it at the same time in 4K and come back and edit the episode later and have it up in 4K. I'll just edit out unnecessary stuff, like me goofing off or dying over and over and that sort of thing. Up here? I don't think I've ever looked up here. Just happen to notice it. Huh. Sarah. I think Sarah is more fun to have in a vehicle with you with the stuff she says. But she's like, thank you. I'll be honest with you, my first 5 or 6 episodes, I think, are a little slow because I was learning how to do that stuff. But then after about the 5th or 6th episode, it picks up pretty good. I try to cut out unnecessary stuff like looting and things like that. Don't need to see looting in it. Though I didn't really pick up on that until later episodes, but and some of the music that I use is AI generated.
The scope of this facility is massive. I wonder how many knew how big it really was.
Project Log, Dr. Victor Isa. We turned on the prototype today. The gravitational field around it began to fold as we long suspected. Complete reversal of gravitational pull was observed on dozens of loose objects around the lab. I'm setting up a meeting with the directors to propose a larger test. The prototype proves we don't need the original anymore, but further work is going to have to take place in space. Somewhere with abundant helium-3 and with a civilian partner. Someone with access to large-scale manufacturing resources and computational equipment. Engineering gravitational folds pulling the far side of the solar system closer to us. It's all going to be possible.
Project Log, Dr. Judith Tatian. The I watched the gravjite tests from the moon today. It was the first time we were able to talk to the team at Nova Galactic directly. So many things were under wraps before, but now everyone wants all the publicity they can get. I'm already seeing proposals for manufacturing hundreds of drives. Expeditions to Alpha Centauri and beyond. It's also overwhelming and worrying. It could take years, decades, before we know what all the side effects of operating a grav drive can be. But no one wants to hear that right now. Like a bunch of pioneers racing towards the edges of the frontier without knowing about the grizzly bears in the mountains.
Oh, there's always that one worried about the consequences.
We must be nearing the artifact, if it is here. We should not give up now.
Well, some of the criticisms were deserved, I think. But I don't think it deserved the hate it got. I mean, literal vitriol. I mean, there are some things about it I don't like. There are some, I guess you could say, modern day stuff in it that I don't particularly care for. But it can be worked around. You can get past it and skip it. But there are some design decisions made in the game though, that make you raise an eyebrow because you sit there and think, you know what? You know they said they were making the creation kit 2 with it all, but there are things that they could have done a lot better because they had almost 10 years to do it. But I'm not a video game programmer.
Winner
So
takes all is the phrase, is it not?
that's just opinion. Sort of lost. Go up here. Next one. Ah, there we go. Can't get in there. Oh, wait a minute. I already. Just went in a big circle. But I do think they made some design decisions that have not gone over well with Bethesda fans, and that's why Starfield is not, ranked way up there with the rest of their games as far as player count and stuff like that. Which is unfortunate because I think this game has a lot to it that they could do. I just think now with all the reception it got, especially Shattered Space and all that, it's sort of low down on the priority list now.
I never actually got to visit your labs back when we were working on the grav drive projects.
Seems like ancient history now. Only thing we're doing these days is launching weather satellites.
Guess this is as good a retirement as any. Now, Project Demeter, you want our help manufacturing scanners to better track these new meteorological patterns we're seeing.
Our guess is that the poles might be naturally shifting, causing some gravitational fluctuations that are throwing off our old models.
Why do you need the scanning tolerances to be so small? What are you trying to find?
I just want to be sure. It's not like we're doing much these days anyway. The glory days are over. Why not give ourselves a challenge before they write us off in the history books?
I know what I'm seeing, Victor. The data coming back from the satellites is very clear. It's the grav drives.
All those jumps from the moon. At this rate, Earth's atmosphere is going to start sputtering out into space.
Can the drives be fixed?
I'm working on some designs that should discreetly solve the problem, under the guise of an emergency update to the fueling pumps.
We're talking about the end of Earth, and you're trying to be subtle about it.
Judith, the last thing we need is people losing faith in grav drive technology. That might be our only option.
To what? Are you seriously saying we should abandon Earth?
The timeline is under 50 years. A blink of an eye for a planet, but more than enough time for a human exodus.
And what do we tell people?
We say it's an act of God, one that science has found a solution for. Time for humanity to take its place in the stars.
You knew, didn't you? You lied to me. All this time. I dedicated my life to this discovery, Victor. And you knew we were going to kill off our planet?
You haven't seen the future I've seen. There's an infinite expanse of promise out there. A meteor could have hit Earth. A plague, another world war. Colonizing other galaxies secures humanity's future for all coming generations, across all time.
At the expense of our home.
Stop it, both of you. All that matters is building enough ships to get everyone off this planet. And we need to start now.
I'll draft up a statement. We'll need to address the entire international community. I'm sorry, Judith.
There isn't a planet in this universe that will be far enough away from you, Victor. We are never speaking again after this is over.
Oop. Got something I gotta do here?
My name is Dr. Victor Isa. And if if you're listening to this, then you probably already know the truth. I was young when I first headed the retrieval team of an odd gravitational anomaly on Mars, but I kept what really happened that day hidden from everyone except one other person. Even she didn't believe me at first, but I have no reason to lie to anyone now, so I hope you'll accept this confession, whoever you are. When I touched the anomaly, I experienced 12 days of lost time. I met myself. He told me everything that has since come true. The grav drive equations, the tests on the moon, Earth's atmosphere sputtering away because of what we had done. But he also told me about a city thriving on a planet orbiting a distant star. Human culture, art, music, lifestyles evolving and shining brightly across all of space. What price would I be willing to pay for that future? Maybe you don't believe me. Maybe Judith was right and I'm just a coward who wants to believe his mistakes were justified. But everyone has forgotten about the real origins of the grav drive, this artifact from Mars. I hope you make better use of it than I did.
Well, his statement was 4 days after my birthday. I just noticed that. And I gotta remember how to get out there. I remember how to get out to that.
We've arrived on the surface of Earth. We need to discuss what you found. And it looks like other Starborn got here before us. So, you might have company.
Where is he?
Yes!
Remember how to get out of here. And yet, I'm all turned around here.
Another fool. Has freed my fingers.
What the heck is it? What are you doing? She's hiding behind me. Need that. Oop. Up.
I hope you can succeed at that before we are discovered.
Wrong button. Where's Andre?
Another fool.
Bring it.
He's just down there hanging out. Out here. Save it.
Do you understand now why I asked you to come here? The artifacts unlocked the secret of interstellar travel. At the cost of Earth.
An easy trade, honestly. Why have one world when you can have all
Look
the
at the
settled
top.
systems?
Look at the top of his helmet. He's got hair over the top of his helmet like a comb over. Little graphical glitch right there. Number 1.
Assuming we weren't going to lose it anyway. War, disease, famine, all the classics.
Don't you see? The power of the artifact forced humanity to the stars. They didn't get to make a choice. How many would have chosen Earth? What gave Victor Isa the right to choose for them?
You see the hypocrisy in what the emissary is saying, right? They don't want to rob people of their free will, but then they steal the artifacts for themselves.
In the wrong hands, the power of the artifacts can make anyone a tyrant. That is why we watch over them. The only thing you're watching out for is yourself.
Number 3 is going to be defiant.
Don't be a fool. The emissary and I may have our differences, but you do not want to give us a common enemy.
For once, he is right. Don't do this. We can collect the final pieces together.
I'm tired of both of you.
Well, look at that. The emissary just became my new best friend.
You've made your choice. When you're ready, the hunter and I will be at the buried temple. That's where we'll settle things.
Meaning, we'll kill you. But hey, at least we'll wait till you get there. Everyone deserves a shot at the final artifact.
Alright, so I brought her combat up. With weapons. Now I need probably rifle certification. I don't know. I'll figure it out next time I get a point. I still haven't done anything to increase her hit points or anything like that. Alright. So we're not going to go to Masada 3 yet. We are going to... You're going to follow one of Harper's leads. Do some Watchtower stuff now.
I find the interior of this ship comforting.
If you have the time, I wish to speak to you.
liftoff.
Oh, now Gauntlet's not drained every 5 minutes. We must speak, we must speak, we must speak.
Stabilizing orbit? Everything looking good.
Let's see what Andreja has to say. I gotta empty out her inventory anyway. Make sure I'm not... Oop. Wait a minute. What was that helmet? Mirrored something. Huh. Okay. Ah, Andreja.
I wanted to thank you for giving me the chance to work with you. I know we met under, unusual circumstances. You seem to be acclimating well to Constellation. Are you enjoying working with them?
Number 3.
None of us are in this for the credits. You have certainly become a vital part of the organization. That is a credit to your abilities. If I may, from what you have seen, do you think I fit in well with the rest of Constellation?
Number 3.
I cannot tell if that is a compliment or an attempt to avoid the question. I will assume the former. I have a very different background from the rest of Constellation. I carry myself differently. I worry that some of the others are unable to see past this. I have not shared much, but everyone knows I worked with smugglers for years. I am no stranger to violence and death.
Number 3.
Yes, exactly. I survived. That was the only goal. For those that have not lived it, it can be difficult to imagine or accept. Others here have seen conflict, but for more noble causes. Vladimir is the only one here who can begin to understand. He was the one who pressed the group to include me. I lack his charm. He puts others at ease. I fear my presence does the opposite.
Number 5.
Jokes do not come naturally to me, not the way they do to others. If I try, it only makes things awkward.
Charm isn't everything.
No, but it seems to make things much, much easier. I envy that. I know this seems trivial, perhaps childish. I have just always relied only on myself. I have never been surrounded by people like this. By a group I wish to be a part of. Does that make sense?
Number 3. People love me, so being included has never really been a problem.
Yes, you carry yourself well. Perhaps more time with you will allow that to rub off on me. Discussing these things is challenging for me. I hope now you can better understand why I wanted to keep the circumstances of our meeting quiet. I wanted to thank you for not saying anything to Vladimir. I know that you said you wouldn't, but it is still a relief. I would like my contributions to Constellation to amount to more than violence. It would have been, to some. Thank you for talking this over with me. It is good to know that at least one member of Constellation understands me.
Time to get up, stretch my legs, and refill my drink and all that stuff. So I'll be back in about 5 to 10 minutes or so. So we're going to try, because of how difficult some of those things can be, maybe following Harper's leads will build you up to some of that stuff that we're having difficulty with, especially with all those ships popping in.
All is well, Captain, all things considered.
Good to hear. Now, clean this damn pigsty up. So damn messy. Alright, pick one. Let's go here.
Cycling down from jump.
A few trades, a few resources.
We're go for touchdown.
You know what I'm forgetting to do? We'll come back here.
Lifting off now.
I need to go by
Ship system
Starhawk.
stable.
Resupply missiles and drops and stuff. Almost forgot about
Thrusters
that.
firing. Orbital pattern locked down.
I'm looking for... Where's the pizza system? There it is.
That was a clean jump, Captain.
Damn it. Wrong button.
back again, I see. Something requires my attention. I regret to inform you that your funds are insufficient.
Oh.
Bye.
A bank there.
A visitor to my workshop. This won't take me long. Grab a snack if you'd like. For now, I don't think there are any... Understood. Perhaps we can also install a skydrop.
I think I'm going to have to do some, because I've got this mod that allows you to get every piece that you can craft for a ship from one of those dudes, but it doesn't work on the mod. I'm going to have to go to New Atlantis or something, one of the old ones, to do it. Let's see. Watch it. Got 3 sets of weapons on it. Wanted to put some... Why can't I build here? I don't know what's going on there.
We don't have enough cores. No restock is required. I've got some inventory available. See if anything interests you.
If he has any... Alright. Definitely need some more sky drop flares. Okay, I'm good to go with that. I'm good to go for now, I guess. Get my junk and sell it at this trade authority vendor, and then we'll follow Harper's leads. We'll do Harper's leads. I don't think I need that anymore. God dang it. I hate when it bounces like that.
I also wish to be prepared for any situation, but
Hello.
there are practical limits.
This
no?
is what I have.
I didn't have enough credits. Yeah, I had enough credits to do.
Your arrival has been logged.
She needs to rest. And then we'll go do Harper's leads.
I hope you are sufficiently rested. Who knows what this day will bring?
Anything liquor to start off the morning.
Always a pleasure, Captain.
Or first.
Well, that was a hell of a ride.
If you have a little bit of time to spare, I have some important information I'd like to share with you. Fly as safe as you can without a quality warranty package.
This one.
Let's put this bird on the ground.
Spherics here are no good. We will need suits.
Ouch. Go ahead and get out of the Thought I bought 22 of them. It's going to be a pain in the butt with low gravity trying to get a missile on that neck.
Proximity alert!
God dang. I didn't want to be floating way up there.
Impact registered.
My gun was
Standing
in.
for hostile. Engaging. System damage identified.
Are you prepared to die?
Defiance will not be tolerated. This unit was not designed for negotiation. Resuming search pattern. Initiating containment procedures.
The platform shakes.
System damage identified.
Not the best you can do.
Prepare for immediate termination.
Good one. You died today. We have incoming!
Commencing threat neutralization. Code red.
Curse you. Watch out! Can't take much more.
Yes!
Combat algorithms engaged. System damage identified. Threat analysis red.
There's two of them? There's two of them. What the hell?
Resistance is futile. System integrity at risk. Weapon systems prime. This area is restricted.
This is gonna be fun! Try this on for size.
Primary shield integrity compromised.
Which one? Is it 7? Yeah.
Cease resistance!
This is gonna be fun! Get a load of this.
Did I just get them? Both? I think they're dead. Alright. Either I got real lucky with my hit where I placed my missiles, or one of those patches made them the missiles a little stronger. Oh, that got smart. Turret about to be out of range. Where's Andrea? Is she knocked out for right now? It's always a good time to get some bacon.
Yes!
Go see if it would blow up.
Yes!
Take what you must. Leave the rest for the scavengers.
Why ain't you... Why ain't she shooting people? Where I'm gonna fire these companions. Andrea, why is she shooting people? Somebody behind. Ah. Gotta sneak up them stairs.
My sensors report a high probability of enemy damage. Damage. All systems.
I have no idea where Andrej is.
Yes!
Doing her own thing, I guess. Well,
You're
how
not
do you get...
walking out of here.
All hostiles eliminated? Alright. Oh, boy. Gotta find a way in this place. There it is. I think it's this over here. That ain't the way in. I gotta find a... I sold them. I should have kept those things. Gotta look for some power source somewhere.
Someone or something will clean up whatever's left behind.
Where did them might have power sources on them? I should have kept them power sources. Instead, I sold them. I gotta find a power source somewhere. I didn't want to pick up that weapon. Didn't need it. There's one. Alright. Time I get extra, I'm holding on to them suckers. I ain't gonna sell them.
Alert. Hostiles may be nearby. I am beginning the surveillance. Fire. Keep clear. Massive damage. Total system failure.
You're gonna take more than that! Never stood a chance. I will have your head!
You hit the wrong button.
You cannot beat me!
The one with the outfit mod, I've got it. And I did the quest for it, but I know it has some extra stuff like duplicating items and stuff like that I haven't tried yet. There's also the one with they got an armor mod out that put a set of Doom armor in here. I wasn't interested in that one. I've never been a big fan of Doom. Yeah, I've got it. I've done the quest. I haven't messed around with it. Tried messing around with it yet. She picked herself up a better weapon. All right. I didn't have to give her a weapon. I think it's pretty cool. I did that quest that came with it, but I don't like the aesthetics of the armor, so I don't use it. But there's other useful features with it that you need to check out. Alright, so we need to get in a vehicle and finish scanning this planet. Now that we've wiped this Watchtower base out,
Let's go!
I think I need to find water somewhere. It's funny, there's snow all over the ground, but I gotta find some kind of node that has water. Oh, get up the hill. God dang. You know, I'd love to, if I knew, man, I'd love to do stuff. I'd like maybe do a little voice acting here or there, or maybe, you know, I'm not the greatest, but I got my own add-on pack for Sim Settlements 2 that I learned how to do. Maybe make, you know, I need to finish it, but maybe help make, you know, static collections for decorations for his main mods or something like that. I don't know, it'd be kind of cool to say a few lines as a voice actor. But I think there's other games they're working on too, other mods and other games, not just Fallout. Wow, there's a lot of planets here to... There's a lot of planets to scan in this system. The thing is, I'm like 99% retired. So I got plenty of time to do this stuff.
Heading for orbital path.
Alright. So I got an array here. The location of one in this system. Okay, so I'm at find where I need to be for this array. Yeah. But I'm having a hard time targeting it here. There it is.
operational. Target's grab drive is disabled. Enemy grab drive! Enemy shield generator has been knocked out.
Alright, let's loot up. Now, the question is, do I want to take the time to scan the rest of this system while I'm here? This is a pretty big system, but that'd be a lot of slates to turn in for some cash. I can do that. Yeah, I can do that off camera. Let's get some of this. I can do that when I'm not streaming. At all of them? I think so. Alright, so let's head to the next one. Go to that one. I'm right to the end of the main story, so I'm holding off on the main story till I do all the rest of the faction quest and all that too. Damn it, wrong button.
Prepare to submit to...
Wait! I know her. She's the one who helped on Altair 2. This is Captain Young. Please acknowledge. Come on, don't leave us ground pounders hanging. It's nice to see you. Been busy risking your ass for total strangers, huh?
Number 3 here.
You are giving us a run for the money. Do I have to? Fine. Private Psy says hi. No more passing messages. Decorum, Marines. So, Command signed off on our unauthorized training mission. Sadly lost some men, but training accidents happen to the best of us. Captain Torres got promoted. Sent us a goodie basket. Most of it was confiscated by customs. But there was a keg of good Aquila City beer. We raised a glass in his honor. Actually, more than one. Command's not dumb. At the end of the day, a lot of space has died, and the Altair system is safer. That was our mandate. So what if we happen to trespass on Freestar Collective territory? Command's shipping us off to parts unknown. But would you accept a final parting gift?
Well, yeah, I always like free stuff.
Call it a fond farewell from some of your friends in the UC. A lot of good people owe you their lives. Maybe one day some of us can return the favor. Young out.
Yeah, my first playthrough, I ended up going through the Unity without doing any of the faction stuff. But now I kind of like to do all the faction stuff first, and then if I want to just do one unity after another, like go through 10 of them just to get the 10 different suits, then I'll do that. Then I eventually pick a universe and they just stop and live in that one. That's what I'd done with Bocephus. I'd been through like 15 unities, and I was like, he's tired of going through unities, so he's picked one to stay in it. And then that save got corrupted.
Ready to land, Captain.
Perhaps not the sort of place on which one would settle down.
A little different doing driving in first person. Alright, so I found a 2 here. Oh, I need to find a trait here. I don't drive in first person often. It's pretty cool. Just did 10 different sets of armor. You go through it 10 times, you get a set of each of the armor, but vanilla, you don't get to keep that armor with you. That armor, as you go through again, you have to get mods that allows you to keep the armor as you go through. Plus there's different scenes at the lodge when you get there that are pretty cool. It's kind of random when you get some of those different scenes.
You have a knack for these vehicular gymnastics.
Vehicular gymnastics, that's funny. Alright, I need to find at least one geological feature. There's one. Go. Fuck. I'm gonna go fight those guys. You know, they don't have very good people that keep watch because this is an empty planet at dark with a vehicle light. Little light on, approaching their base. And they seem blissfully unaware when I start shooting. He wasn't a very good guard. When did I get encumbered? Oh, okay, so I got a weapon. I picked up some stuff I forgot about. Oh, an extra. Oh, I had all the Watchtower stuff I forgot to put up. Dang it. Stuff is causing me to shake. I couldn't get a good shot off.
Prepare for neutralization. Hostile activity detected. Fire! I need cover now! Take them out! Target acquired.
Somebody behind us. Come on.
Neutralization.
That thing was right on him. Crosshairs. There's someone behind us. Well, I guess that was it's showing somebody behind us. Then when we go, they're not behind us no more. Where's Andre?
Analysis red. Damage detected. Impact registered. Structural integrity compromised. Re-evaluating threat level.
Give up already.
Oh, I'm gonna enjoy this. Watch this.
Shield loss detected. System integrity at risk.
This is gonna be fun.
Neutralization.
Watch this.
Defiance will not.
Well, that was close.
Watchtower looks like this one. Go, go! Just another patch.
Did my grenade bounce back at me? I think it did.
Just another patch. Hostile incoming. Not done yet. Watchtower, neutralize the hostile.
Who's he talking to? He's the only one left. Where'd he go?
Target lost, Wiser. Eyes on the target. Open fire.
Andreja let him get by her. Man, Andreja sucks.
You can't hope to win.
Andreja just let him run right past her without firing a shot. Where my employees, man, they must need a vacation or something. They must be tired. Alright, she needs to sleep. But anyway, to answer your question on if it's worth it, it just depends on what you're wanting to do with your game. I mean, you get all the different armors, but you can't keep them unless you get a mod that allows you to keep them. And you can make different conversation choices and play differently, and you may play one playthrough without, say, Watchtower, and then the next playthrough you play with Watchtower, and then you find another quest mod or another engaging mod that adds more content you can play through. Start with another encounter. So it depends on how you want to play. And then every time you go through the Unity, you got a chance to have some kind of different thing there, like not always the start as usual. So I think that's pretty cool. I think I got it. Everything else squared away. She just needs to rest now. Whoop. There's no need to run on her own ship. There's no fire to put out or nothing. Oh, about 3 more hours or so until Stellar Blade. We'll probably go do another couple more bases here. Try and finish this up, then I might take a break for a little while. and then be back later this evening for Stellar Blade. I may try, on Stellar Blade, I may try mouse and keyboard first.
Good. You're awake. I was running out of
And
knives
see
to
if I
sharpen
can actually
while I
fight
wait.
better on mouse and keyboard. I know I could with Vindictus Defying Fate. I fought better with mouse and keyboard, so we'll try it with Stellar Blade. If not, then I'll just hook up my PlayStation controller.
Liftoff established, Captain. Sliding into our orbital heading now, Captain. So which one next? We'll go to that one. escaping!
Man, I love the sounds and stuff when you're actually in first person flying around. Sounds of the ship, all the creaks and noises. Alright, so we got a few resources and a couple of traits on this planet. Always in the dark.
We're go for touchdown.
Yeah. I mean, you play what you like. I mean, if people don't like it, they don't like it. But, you know, I like it. I enjoy playing it. There was a time when I just couldn't bring myself to do it for a little while because, I don't know. I wasn't real happy with how they implemented Shattered Space. And then, Kingath came along with Watchtower. I was like, okay, I'll load it up. And so I'm hoping they're trying to say it's dead, that there isn't going to be any more DLC and all this stuff. Well, if it was completely dead, they wouldn't have done that patch not too long ago that broke everybody's mods of just a couple weeks ago. So there are still people working on it, but I think the priorities have shifted. So it's not high priority. But Todd Howard did say once a year for DLC for a couple of years, and you know, it's not September yet.
No indigenous life signs. One less
We'll
thing
see
to worry about,
what
I
they got in
suppose.
store for the next one. I think the next one
To see you.
is really going to have to be a banger, and I think the next one they should perhaps introduce other intelligent life, or at least the beginnings of it for another DLC. To tie it into another DLC. Yeah, it's possible. They said once a year, so, you know, they still got till September. If you hadn't heard from them or anything about Starfield from them by, you know, October or November, then I might start worrying. Alright, I gotta find some traits here. This moon has 2 traits. But I think they'll live up to it. I think they said up to 5 years, so I think they planned on having like at least 3 to 5 expansions or DLCs. But they're going to have to do better than Shattered Space. They're going to have to figure a good balance between features and cost and all that.
That was impressive.
Because to me, Shattered Space wasn't any more than one of the faction missions here. Could have been in the launch of the game. Yeah, I mean, modders. I mean, you can't expect modders to, you know, do what the devs do, but modders do keep the games alive. They've kept Skyrim alive all these years. They're keeping Fallout 4 alive, New Vegas. And people are still dropping new mods for New Vegas. So it's modders that are keeping the longevity in the game alive. It's just Bethesda's got to provide a good core for it. And unfortunately, Shattered Space didn't meet expectations. Hey, I got over 5,000 hours in Fallout 4. Probably other than a couple of maybe MMOs I played over the years, probably the most amount of time I have in any single player game was Fallout 4. And running a close second with about 3,500 hours, Conan Exiles. Alright, I need to find a trait somewhere. One more trait here. Slow loading. I think that's one I just found. Yeah. Alright, so I may have to go come back over here, look for a trait somewhere else. Let's go into the light. Yeah, I think the concept of it, the Shattered Space was pretty cool. But I think they were going for like a horror aspect, and it really didn't click as a horror type thing. And I think it should have just been part of the launch of the game. I think that was just part of the game that wasn't ready when the game was close to getting launched. So they said, well, let's just make it a DLC. See if I can capture that ship if it stays on the ground long enough for me to capture it. That's a Watchtower battleship. No way on it. Now it's taking off. Did stay on the ground, so it says you can capture them now, but I may have to. I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I probably won't ever capture one if they don't stay on the ground long enough, because I ain't going to try and capture them in space. I've got turrets that they won't shut off. They'll just keep shooting. Well, he's in a... That poor guy didn't die in a very dignified position. No watchtower pieces? Alright, well, see if I can find that other crate. I've got the Shattered Space DLC because I pre-ordered the big deluxe edition and all that stuff, so I didn't have to purchase the DLC separately, and that's one we already found. Another one we already found, I think, over here. Yeah. Look like, what's this? Looks like that may be one. We'll go check that out. Yeah, no, the Star Sim settlement. Yeah, I got ones that fit. I got, oh, what's it called? I can't think of the name of it, but it is one that I downloaded that was supposed to fix, like, removed a lot of the human DOIs from outer rim planets the further out you get. So at least you get the feel of being the only humans to have discovered that planet. Because you could go to the farthest reaches, you know, and on every planet and every moon there's some kind of human structure, and you never get that feeling that, you know, you're the only one that's ever been there. I think it would be a cool feature if you discover a planet and it has, you know, breathable atmosphere and livable conditions and all that stuff, that eventually, as time passes in the game, you could register the planet, and then you don't have to build an outpost. People just start colonizing the planet, setting up little villages and towns all over the planet. There's so much potential with mods or DLC in this game. There we go. Yeah, exactly. You register a play, you go discover, completely scan a planet and all of its resources, and then, you go back to Aquila City or New Atlantis and register it, depending on which faction you want to claim the planet. And then you register that planet and then come back 3 or 4 months in game time, and the outposts are started. They don't have to be yours. You don't have to set up trade routes and stuff to them. But people start living on the planet where there's vendors and you can buy and sell stuff that give you a local repeatable quest if you want to do that sort of thing. Yeah, well, yeah, you could set them up for trading partners and stuff. That's where Star Sim settlements would come into play. You could set up trading routes with, NPC towns. That would be really cool. Whether that ever happens or not, who knows? But anybody ever comes up with that kind of mod,
Beginning descent now, Captain.
I do not have the knowledge to be able to. I can come up with the idea, but to actually make it work or even get started on it, no. I don't have that much knowledge with the creation kit. I've struggled to learn what I do know. Alright, the moon is scanned. Let's see. Yeah, man. I understand his passion about Sim Settlements too, keeping it free because it's always been free since he's done it. No donations only. I've donated a few times, but for Starfield, man, Kingath Creations could go nuts with that, and I would probably support it, spend the money. I trust what they do.
Damage detected. System damage identified.
I'm hit.
We need to take out.
Resistance
Two of
is
them again.
futile.
Two of them. You hear that? Boy, oh, it hurts. It hurts.
Initiating containment force hostile contact. Target reacquired.
Andreas, she got wiped out.
Damage detected. Commencing threat neutralization.
It's hard to see where the turrets are. That's pretty good range for that pistol. Yeah, he was in hurting status. Alright, so let's see here. Oh, what am I doing that for when I can do this? Alright. Strikes. I only got 2 missiles left.
I'm ready at the gunner's seat. Try this on for size.
Warning. Shield failure.
Where'd it go? I must have hit it pretty hard with that missile. Alright, so that's 1 mech down.
Lethal force authorized.
Alright, this is my last missile strike that I have left. I gotta make it count.
I'm ready at the gunner's seat. Get a load of this.
Shields down. Re-evaluating threat level.
Okay, that's the last one I got for. It said it's healed for now, so.
Evaluating threat.
We seem to have too many hit points left to be able to do that. So that might need to be a balance adjustment. Alright, so now we're going to do some support here.
Time to earn my pay. Sending one out. Time to earn my pay. Here you go.
They're trying to sneak up that town on me. Did they already blow up my turret? He already blown up my turret. I guess that wasn't a good spot. I need something to brighten these crosshairs, man. I need to find a mod to brighten these crosshairs or something. Ouch, hey. What the? Oh. A poor turret. Hey, you can loot your turrets after they've been destroyed. Alright.
Yes!
I guess you gotta be within a certain distance for your turrets to work. I thought they'd killed it, but it was still alive.
Yes!
I see Andreja has recovered. I missed. Oh, come on. Alright, what do we got left? I don't think there's anything outside. There may be inside there. Alright, so I need to find another power supply somewhere. Yeah. Take some ammo. Alright, so I need to find a power supply somewhere. There it is. My turret's still alive out here. So it was just in a bad spot. He wouldn't shoot. They do shoot within, when you get within a certain range of them, they will shoot at the enemies, but so you can't deploy them too far away from you.
Are you prepared to die?
Oh crap, watch my health.
Come on, bring it.
Watchtower, let's head this way!
Extra ammunition is always welcome if they have any.
Yeah. Hey, Thorgan. Thorgan? Rogan? Welcome to the channel. We see, if you haven't watched any of the others have been lurking, Sam's dead. And I got tired of running around with Sarah. And I haven't done any of the Barrett stuff yet. So Andreja was next in line to hang out with. Alright, let's go find the next one. This planet is scanned.
All systems stable. We're go for liftoff. Establishing orbit now, Captain.
Oh, it is already here. Alright. Yeah, I love Starfield. I was saying earlier, there are some things about it that I didn't care for, but overall, I love the game. Starfield Watchtower. I'm a big Sim Settlements 2 fanboy, so
grav drive, Captain. Target's grav drive has been knocked
I
offline.
had no problem
Target's grav
spending
drive
the
has been
cash for
restored.
this. And it was only $10, and it's added a crap ton of content.
Enemy grav drive is taking heavy damage.
They cannot
Target's
jump away.
grav drive is
Target
offline.
has lost their grab drive. They cannot jump away.
Yeah, I've tried Star Citizen, and I think Star Citizen, I think some of it is great, but it's a flight simulator. I mean, you got to remember so much crap when you get in your vehicle, in your ship to fly. Like, you got to manually close hatches and raise landing gear, and I just don't want to do that. I like Starfield's space combat and flight because I'm not a pilot. I have no desire to play a flight simulator, you know, a detailed flight simulator. So yeah, Watchtower is fun. There's a couple of balance issues that I've seen. Other than that, you know, that's my only complaint about some of it. I would say complaint, but criticism is a little bit of a balance issue in some cases, but they're working on it. And I figured out some strategies to get around it. Yeah, I've got No Man's Sky. I actually like it. But I've got a couple of streams of No Man's Sky, but I haven't been back to it in a while. That's the problem with my library. I've got so many backlog games. I know there's a big update for No Man's Sky. I'd have to start over again just to learn it. Relearn some of the stuff because it's been a while. Alright, so what do we got? We just got 3 resources, no traits. That won't take long.
Preparing to land.
Star Citizen, though, man, I think it's one of the biggest scams you ever come across. I did pay the $45 for a ship and stuff like that. I did pay for it, and so it was all right. But I just found the flying around in the ships just too much, more than I want to do for a video game. I don't need such a
here,
detailed flight simulator.
Hello, Captain.
And only that, the idea of the PvP didn't excite me too much. You go anywhere and get attacked, people can steal your shit, and I'm not going to deal with that in an MMO. Elite Dangerous, I have that one too. I actually bought it from no, I got it for free actually from my Amazon Prime membership. So I got Elite Dangerous for free, and I've only played it about 10 or 15 minutes. So I don't know what that game is like. Whoop, I'm hitting the wrong button. Do I have it? Yep. Alright, so I got them all. Time to go wipe out this base. See what we, I got no missiles left. I may have to go back to Stardock before we do this one. I got no missiles. I wonder if I outfit another ship with missiles, if that increases the amount of missiles you can get. We're going to have to go back to Stardock. See now, can y'all tell the inspiration behind the shape of my frontier?
Takeoff initiated, Captain. Establishing orbit now, Captain.
Yeah, I just thought it. Yeah, I was just thinking about that. So I can. I need to go back to Stardock and do some rearranging. Where's pizza system here? Where's pizza? There it is.
Grav drive spinning down. Everything looks good. Their grav drive system shot!
Get that engine back online!
Enemy grav jump offline!
That was touch and go. Unidentified. Huh. You don't usually see spacers this far. I have a lot of my crew over here that want any way we can...
I just need some credits, dude. That's it.
Transferring credits now. Thanks again for the help. UC out.
I'm at the wrong spot. I see, even though there's some things that Bethesda irritated me about with Starfield, I see this one being another game like Fallout 4 that I eventually spend a few thousand hours in. Especially as you know, more mods come out over the next few years. And if they're good enough on the creation kit, I know a lot of people cuss and gripe and complain about paid mods, but you know what? It's something somebody created. If they want to make some money on it or try to, you know, that's their prerogative. It's nobody forces anybody to buy anything, and there are a lot of other free mods out there that you could do to spice up your game. Yeah. I've bought a few mods on the creation kit that I enjoy, that I like, that aren't free, but you know, they were ranged anywhere between 500 and 1,000 credits. So, what, between $3 and $10? If they're good, yeah. The problem is you can't try them out first to see if they're good. You can't get a refund if they're not good. So, but with this, with Watchtower, I didn't have a problem paying for it because I'm such a big Sim Settlements 2 fan. And plus, I may, if they do some kind of settlement system mod for Starfield, I may look into doing, my own add-on for it, like I did with Sim Settlements 2. Yeah, it's okay to get paid for your work. I agree. I mean, it's okay to put out free work if you want to. It all depends on what you want to do. It's your creation. You do what you want with it. If you want to try and get paid, you want to try and make a little money on it, make a little money. If it's good, people will buy it. Oh, you can't get a refund? I didn't know that. Alright, well, we might as well. Oh, I got a couple cores I can turn into. I'm going to hold on to those cores. Right now, I just want to get. Yeah, I thought about doing that, but I've got the mod that unlocks achievements, whether Baka's achievement mod. So but I have bought quite a few creations. Um, well, I wouldn't say quite a few, but I've supported some creators that are real good ones. The um, only ones I won't buy are like weapon skins. I will buy new weapon mods if they're brand new, but weapon skins, no, I won't buy. I won't buy those. And stuff like Watchtower, I'll buy that. I bought the other outfit. The what is it called? McLaren's Outfitters or something like that. Whatever that other Kingath mod was. And there was a vehicle mod I purchased. I haven't swapped to it yet. And stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, the mod prices aren't that expensive. At least right now. You start getting into other ones that are, if they start reaching the 2,000 and 3,000 credit range, by God, they better be good. They better be good. Yeah, but look how much content you got for that $30 too. Because 1,000 credits is only like $10, and most of the mods that I have, that plus, I think I got 6 or 7 mods that are about anywhere from 300 to 500. And look how much content it added to it. So I don't know. I have some free mods, and I have a mix of free and paid mods. And if the mod is good, if especially if I know I'm familiar with the creator, like Kingath Creations, I don't mind supporting. Yeah, McLaren's. Well, I've done the McLaren's quest line, and I didn't get Watchtower until it was after I finished the McLaren's quest line. So I guess I need to go back because it's got other features. I don't care for the aesthetics of the suit. I, I'm not very. I don't care for how it looks, but there's other features to that mod that why I got it, like duplication and stuff like that. I need to toy with.
Hello. Do you need a sky drop?
Oh, there's another quest? I did the first one. I didn't know there was another quest with McLaren's. I have to go check that out. Alright.
Of course. And you have at least one skydrop module we can install.
Alright, so I've got 2 on the razor. No, just 1 on the razor leaf. And the razor leaf is the one that I use the missiles on. Surface missiles, so we'll put another deal for surface missiles on here. May have to get into my store UI and make that just a tad bit bigger. Reactor structures. Equipment. Alright, so that should give me 12 missiles now. Razor lead. What's this one? Turret drop laser. Turret drop ballistic. Need to add anything to that one. That's turret drop ballistic. We'll add a laser turret drop. So everything's doubled
Our
up,
business is concluded.
including my missiles. I need to.
Do you need a sky
drop?
All skydrop modules are at full capacity. A restock is unnecessary.
I need to. How about if I unlock a new sky drop? What do we got?
You've a number of options. Review them and select what you want.
Bot drop, surface smoke bomb, surface. I don't know what that miner is. I might save some of those for other ships.
That's fine. Nothing was finalized. So what now?
Need some more of the grenades.
Here's what I can offer. You know where to find me.
Okay, I think I'm good to go now. Let's see. You know, we're getting close to 4 hours. This 4-hour stream, so I may go ahead and end this. I'm probably going to do Stellar Blade in a couple hours. Be back in a couple hours, maybe after dinner time, for the much anticipated PC release of Stellar Blade. And then I'll probably do this again tomorrow morning, or early afternoon, or tomorrow morning, or we'll continue on doing Watchtower stuff, or we may do the UC faction stuff. I don't know. We're in a good position to do several different things tomorrow, but I definitely need a break. I'm going on 4 hours. Anyway, y'all welcome back anytime. Come hang out and BS while we play. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll catch you next one. Oh, it'll probably be roughly around 6 o'clock when I start doing Stellar Blade. So, but anyway, yeah, y'all take care, and thanks for hanging out.